guys, so today we are going to learn how to make HTML websites using CSS, and you'll find that this is going to make your life a lot easier once you get the hang of CSS. It's a little tricky at first, but it's actually really cool and it's a handy thing to have. So I've already got it going basically, and I'm going to show you how I've gotten to this point. So right now what you want to do is you want to open Dreamweaver and you want to go to File, New. And you're going to go to Blank Page and click on HTML. And for layout, you're going to say None, and just click Create. So now you have this blank page. So now you're going to go to File, Save As, and this you can call Index. Now make sure you go to your desktop, create a new folder, and call it whatever you want. Say Create. And make sure you save your index.html in this folder and hit save. I'm going to hit cancel because I already have mine going. So you just make sure you hit save. And yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the div tags. So I've already started, so you can just kind of copy and paste exactly what I've done here. So with div class, we've given it the name news. So these kind of act as the paragraph tags, just slightly different. They put them in little containers, as you can see here, and keep everything separate. So the first one we're going to call news. I'm just going to delete these for a minute. So if you copy this exactly, div class equals news, ID equals news, and then type out a whole bunch of whatever. It doesn't even have to be real words. And make sure you close it as well when you're done. And now to make your life easier, copy and paste this chunk, paste it right here. And now we're going to call this one crit for criticism, and crit as well. And copy that, hit enter a couple times, paste, and we're going to call this one comment. Alright, so now you can hit save, and now we are going to work on the CSS. So if you go to File, New, and make sure that you're in Blank Page, and you're going to go to CSS and say Create. Now what you want to do is just right away, you can just go File, Save As, and we're going to call this Style. And make sure that you put it in your folder that you made on the desktop. So hit save. I'm going to hit cancel because I've already done it, but make sure you hit save. So now it's this blank nothingness that doesn't mean anything at the moment, but we're going to add things in there to make it cool. So if you go to your, so now we're in your style.css because you've saved it in your folder and that's what you've called it. You can type in exactly this. So this is going to be calling on that div tag that we have classed as news. So you type in the word news, and we're going to manipulate the colors and the font size within that specific div tag called news. So if you type out the color, and you can pick any color you want, I've just typed green, and font size, pick something dramatic, like we'll go 30, okay? And we're going to go File, Save. So you're going to go to your index and you aren't going to see anything. So what are we going to do? We're going to attach that style sheet. So go to your index and we want to type out this exact code here. So without that code, because I already had it, nothing happens because we don't have a link to that style sheet. But if you type in that style sheet, and this links it exactly, then all those changes that we asked are applied. So that is that step, and we're going to hit save because we have a little star that was up here. So just always make sure you're saving all the time. So that is that, and now we're going to make an external link. So if you type out this exactly, or put the bracket A space href equals, and put in quotation marks http://www.google.com. Make sure you put another quotation mark at the end, and then put in the arrow bracket, and you can type Google. And then after that, you want to make sure that you close this so that everything that comes before this closing A is going to be linked. Everything in between this section here, so between here and here, is going to be linked. So Google will be the only thing linked in this page to Google. All right, so now that you have that done, you'll go here and you'll see the word Google. Awesome. So now we're going to do the span tag, and that one just kind of manipulates the colors as well, and you can play around, do other things with it. So if you want to type out this exact code here, so arrow span space style equals, put in quotation marks color, and make sure with color you always put OR and not OUR because HTML is American. And yeah, so you can just put in a different color, and once you've typed out this part, just type in some text. Maybe I'll say this is green. I did originally have it yellow, I swear. And close the span tag. So when you go here, your text is green. And the last thing we're going to do with this page is we're going to link to another page. So if you make a new paragraph tag, I'll type this out. P paragraph tag. So we're going to go arrow A space href equals quotation mark page2.html quotation mark, and we're going to say page2 and close that and save. So for you don't have a page 2 set up yet, so you want to go to File and New, blank page, call it HTML, say None, Create. And now you're going to go to File, Save As, and you're going to call that page TWO. And make sure you save it in the same folder that you saved your index.html, and hit save. I'm going to hit cancel because I already have mine ready to go, but you hit save. So now it looks a little blank, and we're going to be adding things to it. So it's going to look like this. It's kind of crazy right now. So basically all you really need to do is go back to your code, and if you just take this last div tag and select all the way up to the body tag, just copy that, and you can paste it into here, just like that. So for these purposes, I've added a ton of text because in about a minute we're going to add a background image. So just type out a ton of text, copy and paste it a million times, and you can leave that just like that. And so now we want to give these IDs. So this is embedded CSS that we're going to do. So instead of having to attach a CSS, a cascading style sheet, we're going to put it into our style tags. So make sure you type style, and then if you put in the pound sign and type some ID and put the curly bracket, you might want to go to Firefox at this point. And I've already found an image on Google. Just make sure that you actually save it. Save image as. Make sure you save this image in the folder where the website, where your index and your page 2 pages are. So save the image in that folder we've been working in. And that's all you need for Firefox. So now when you actually type in the background image URL, we'll go like this. So type in background image, and we can browse for it. So you can click on dead mouse, choose, and you're good to go. So as long as one of these, if we give an ID to each one, say we call this one some ID as well. it'll give a background image to this other one. It's just hard to see because of the table. There. So you can start to see that it's coming through. So we'll save that. And we're going to link this back to our first page. So if we just go down to here, remember how we have this code where it says page 2? You can select that and it'll actually select it in your code. So we're going to type page 1 and you're going to say index.html and click here and save it. Alright, and the last thing we're going to do is a span tag, so that will color in whichever is in this tag. So if you go span style, you can type it wherever. So we'll put it underneath the page 1. So if you type in this exact code, it'll change the color of that specific text. So if you want to make it yellow, see, this is why it was yellow before. There you go. Changes it to yellow. So we're going to save that. And we're going to go back to our index page. And there's one more thing that we need to do. So there was another code that he gave us. And this was all of the, for the different links. So after this curly bracket, hit enter a couple of times. And you're going to type a:" link, and then you're going to put a curly bracket and hit enter and type font size is 14 pixels and semicolon, and maybe you want to change the color, so the font color colon £, and you can pick whatever color you want, so maybe we'll go with this weird green, and make sure you put a semicolon. And once you're done that, put in another curly bracket, and that is for the active link. And now for the visited link, kind of the same, so you do a, and then type in visited, and put in a curly bracket, and you can just play around, so font size 14, color, go with, I don't know, it's really ugly. Okay, and then we're going to close that. And there's 2 more, so we're going to do hover. Oops. And then this one, we can do the color as well. So font, color, and do some more ugly colors. This is going to be a beautiful website. So make sure we put a semicolon and the curly bracket, and we're going to do the active link. So a, active, curly bracket, and we'll do font color again, and we'll call that, or we'll make it purple, and semicolon, curly bracket. So now we have a star, hit save. Cool. Alright, so now that we're done that, what we want to do, this one actually, under news, I missed something. You want to put, we're going to do a background color. So background, just so you can see what it can do. So if you say background color, and just pick whatever color you want, make it dramatic or as ugly as you can so you can see what it looks like. So we're going to save that again and go back to index. Now you can see that it's actually changed the colors. So that's basically it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, email me to my Gmail. So hannahs.mcmaster@gmail.com, and yeah, email me there and I'll try to answer your questions, and I hope you found this very helpful. I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.